Hello there. Yep, it's me again, Yoshi-HaMaya. Got my knitted cap on because it's actually kind of cold. I just wanted to show you my Doiley Cart. Cart I carry around here has all my stuff. Joey the Clown's string, satchel, little boxes and things that I've found over the years out there in the land of dreams as I've been wandering. This is a little stone that a person gave me. Sometimes when you look at it just right, you can see the world turtle sitting deep inside of it, and then it will just disappear like that. I have so many things to show you, and I'm not sure where to start, but here's an old familiar statue you might have seen before of the Bremen Town Musicians. And I suppose I should show you that. I have a lot of little boxes here. This is my Bremen Town box. Oh yeah. I think we can get that ready for you just in a moment here. Yes, if you've ever been in the world of dreams, you might have come across these four musicians, famous musicians on their way to Bremen, the town of Bremen. You see, inside the box, once upon a time, there was a donkey, and he was on his way to go to Bremen. And he was leaving where he had lived for so long because he was getting old, and they were getting ready to put him out. And so he decided he would go to Bremen and become a town musician and play the lute. Well, along his way, he came across a dog, and the dog told him a similar sad tale of being put out. And the donkey said, "Why don't you come with me to Bremen and we'll be town musicians? I'll play the lute and you could play the drum." And the dog agreed. And they went further along the way, and they met up with a cat. And he had a similar tale to tell. And they said, "Why don't you come up to Bremen with us? We're going to retire and be town musicians. You can come with us. I'll play the lute, the dog will play the drum, and you can play the flute." And so they all decided to go to Bremen with each other and become town musicians. And along the way, they came across another poor soul who had been put out. Maybe they were going to make him into soup. He was worried, and they said, "Come with us. We're going to Bremen to be town musicians. You can sing. The cat will play, the dog will play, and I'll play the drum." And so along they went, off to see the city of Bremen and become town musicians. And along the way they saw a house deep in the forest. They were wondering, maybe they can stop for the night and have a bite. Maybe sing the owner a little tune of theirs so that they can enjoy an evening of rest and maybe get some food as well. Well, they went up to the house, and there was a window there. They all peeked in, but the way they did it is that the dog stood on top of the donkey, and the cat stood on top of the dog, and the rooster stood on top of all of them, and they peeked in. "What is going on in there?" they said. "Well, I see a robber, and he's having a nice fine meal. Well, maybe we can sing and get him to share his meal with us, and we'll have some supper, and we'll go along our way to Bremen tomorrow." And so they knocked on the door, and the robber came out, and you can imagine his surprise when he saw all these four crazy musicians meowing and barking and ee-awing and crowing at him. And he thought it was terrible music, and he ran off into the woods. Well, the musicians decided maybe they would stay for a little while, and they ended up staying in that house for the rest of their days. And the person who has told this tale last, their lips are still warm.